Hello, 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 everyone. We're getting on into this. I'm just sending out some last second notifications. Make sure everything is good. Still trying to figure out why I was dropping frames yesterday. But I couldn't find anything wrong. So that's good. I was kind of able to, I assume, fix my dual chat so I can see YouTube stuffs now. I need to refill a water. I'll be back in just a moment. Give me 2 seconds to refill this water bottle, and I'll be back. And we're back and ready to get on into Ace Attorney. I will say, my ADHD brain did ADHD brain things. I have a sandwich next to me that I planned on eating before starting stream, and then got caught up in prep and forgot about it. It is like right there, too. So, whoops! But we'll head on right over to here. Go ahead and make sure we're on the right input. Oh, let me go ahead and have the YouTube chat pulled up to the side anyways. Why does it say something is wrong with my chat? It says something went wrong. What went wrong? Send help. Why is it always problems? I was gonna say shit full screen in a second. What we will do is double check my audio settings. Up the sound effects and background music. Xbox, capacity high. Everything should be good. And we will continue with Turnabout Sisters? Yes, this was the one we were on. Because it is... First Turnabout Sisters, yeah. Because this is the one where Maya gets involved. So we'll be continuing. For some reason, I thought this was one of the later ones. I was like, I don't remember being here. September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place like this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer, I hope you die. We're gonna hear that a lot in this game, I think. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning? You spiky-headed... or spiky head. Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. Poor guy. So what is it you wish to ask of me, then? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Crazy. Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visitor room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Maybe he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. Speak! That man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Wiretap. Why'd you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Oh, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school? Creep. This woman is impossible to speak to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom... I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers, or just against me? So we need something to make her talk. Have anything, I think, to make her speak. Guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. Get lost, because I'm not cooperating. Because what else here? We have this conversation. Also, thank you for claiming first trick shot. Nice to see you in here. Glad to see you're also excited for more Ace Attorney. She already knows about this conversation. Beyond all recognition. Yeah, you hate my guts. Yeah, I don't think so. If I just had something to make her speak. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yeah, reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Let's examine the room real quick. Still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Please leave that as it is, sir. As that's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy is serious. I don't believe it. Yeah, that's the thing. All of the characters you encounter in Ace Attorney are, to say weird, it feels like an understatement. Let me see if I can't fix this. Me? Sorry for the doubled up audio for a second. I don't think there's anything I can do here. Still set this off to the side in case it does act as a chat and my thing's broken. But we'll see. Let's see. A vase, as expected. Not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. Roses. I feel like I've had this conversation before. Ah, still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. My cat is screaming. Yeah, we can hear you. You're just standing there. Do you want to come narrate? Is that what you want? No? Okay. It seems the cat does not want to come narrate Ace Attorney, but does want to correct me on still life paintings. Nice weather again today. See the Fanco Law offices, of course. Ah, yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to kill. A view to a kill, rather. Just kidding, sir. By the look in his eye, I'd say he was more than serious. Bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. My cat is really just picking an awful time. Hi. Doesn't want me to pet her. Will run away if I attempt to, but has been screaming at me and clawing the back of my chair. I don't appreciate it. Wonderful discussion. A simple bed. Been recently made, nothing eye-catching here. Let's just see outside. That seems like everything I can examine here. Miss May. Let's talk about Miss May. Oh, her? Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. Man with May. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes, he struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are, in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? Hotel. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. And on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. Suppose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel. Murderer Manor. Yeah, I don't recommend that. That sounds like a great way to lose your business license. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Interesting. So I can bring him a photo of someone I think to be the dude. I don't think I have anything to present to him. Because it's very much... Wrong button. Very much set up to be like, hey, take a picture of dude. Why is there a painting missing? I remember the big gaudy painting. Gaudy. I think that's the right term. September 7th, Fanco Law Offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe was nowhere in sight. Police really gave the place a working over, though. Doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Plant. His favorite potted plant. Guess I'll have to water it now. Old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. His desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia. Couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All cases that the chief worked are all filed here. Some of the files missing? Nah, I must be imagining things. I feel like that's an important detail. I feel like we should make a note of that. Okay. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. I think that's everything to examine here. Yeah, we can't move to the other areas, so that just leaves the Grossberg law offices. The jackass who refused to speak to Mia. The Grossberg is out today again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Missing painting. Wait a second. Isn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of Marvin Grossberg, I think. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting. I remember a dude in a hat. It might not have been him, but... Oh, convenient picture is convenient. What's this? Old photos. There are two lying here. Something has been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 incident, Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Exhibit A. Sure, I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss one photo. Might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph quietly added to the court record. I mean, here. Let me redo that, because I accidentally skipped past it. Photo lies on the desk. So we recognize this dude as the one that bashed in Mia's head, because we saw it. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Yeah, it'll probably help. You know, I didn't think to do this. Hey, it works. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Don't look like they've ever been read. Solid mahogany desk, wood's been polished to a deep luster. Table for clients. Elegant ebony case. If I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here has money to burn. So convenient picture is, I think, convenient. We recognize the dude. So, back to Gatewater. Present this guy. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I read an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy's way too excited. Have him write it. Sure, why not? I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Thank you. Just hurry up and write it. Describes the man who stayed with Miss May at the hotel on the night of the murder. Even Miss May can play dumb to this. There isn't more for me to question him on after that, so now we move back to the detention center. You again? Could you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. So it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Have a look at this. Like I've said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you... Aha! A reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Pusher. All or nothing. Time to go with a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes! 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 It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fist? Look, I didn't need to be fucking called out like this. Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss, Wright, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Wright of Blue Corp. Information gathering? Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. Huh. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? White at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Why? What? Why are you getting rid of that? That seems like a bad idea. That seems like a good thing to keep around for many reasons. September 7th. Blue Corp Inc. CEO's office. Welcome on in, Franziska von Karma. I recognize that name. Though we have not reached that point in the story yet. What's with the surreal decor? Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What is your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. I swear, everyone in this game is wild. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I've intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? Me too, Phoenix, me too. I'm White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite, so I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the word elite challenge. What a fruitcake. Can you even say that nowadays? It feels inappropriate. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That is the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yikes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. First, let's examine, as we do, impressive lineup of trophies, judges special runner-up, best participation, judges cooperation award, special good try prize. Thank you for the follow, Franziska von Karma. Hope you're doing well today, and welcome to the Realmwalkers. Does a fruit roll-up count as a whip? You could probably use it like one. I don't see why you couldn't. Long, thin object. I mean, you can snap people with a rolled up towel, so I definitely think you could. The words judges and specials kind of stand out. Might hurt, but after the court, it could be used as a snack. True. I don't think it would hurt as much as an actual whip, though, admittedly. It also might break. A statue of a man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. All needs to be blue. The green doesn't fit. I agree. I feel like, or at least like make the text blue. Truly a work of art, but probably too beautatious. Beautatious. For you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too beautatious for just about anyone to appreciate. How is this desk even practical? He looks like Elvis? I've never considered that. Like, I feel like this desk would just kind of suck. No drawers, just weird legs. Literally. What else were we examining? The desk. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk. This is quite the thing. It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? And then we have a familiar painting. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Ridiculosity. Yes. I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original worth 5 million for sure. Well, time to talk to this dude. Oh, we have a window. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. View is quite presidential. I think that covers everything. Speak! Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretary. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. I read ahead. Night of the murder. Can you stop scratching? No. Apologies, I was conversing with my cat. On the night of the murder, you were in April May's hotel room. Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. This is a wild concept. Don't get me wrong, I get, like, not paying attention to time. Like, I lose track of time constantly. But where you are, I feel you should have, like, that shit on lock. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. I feel like there's still details you should consider with that motto. But hey, what do I know? I'm not this guy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand, although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? You should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh. The police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. Yeah, we get it. Arrogant dickhead with a lot of money. Corrupt to the core. What kind of company is Blue Corp? Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We're a company of the future, you might say. You might say we are the future. Excuse me. Sell information. In just 10 years, I've built this business into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. Who the fuck could have guessed? Wild. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. And tabulistic, is it not? That certainly is a word! There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? A big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall now? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that, sorry excuse for an attorney, Grodyburger. Grodyburger. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grodyburgers, I presume. Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Fair enough. I don't think I have anything to present to him. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat's. Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. Interesting. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry, it's just... I need more time to think about it. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. Mr. White. So I played Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Apologies, I was taking a drink. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. What is it? Well, out with it. You see, it's just... Big painting. Sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? One you said you had no intention of parting with. Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office of Blue Corp, Red White's office. So you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It's a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Your lover! No. He's blackmailing you? Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? Ding ding ding. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well, this may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest at ease again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps Mia's understudy. Blech. Not Maya. Maya's the other one. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels at finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? Excuse me. All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They're bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. Yeah, weight. Big back. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Faye. Indeed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Mia was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, but in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case, the DL6 incident. Why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense, the police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a closer look at Mia's office. Mia's office. She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Ah, wrong button. Why am I getting notifications? Cool, it's nothing important. I also did not open stream labels earlier. Here we go. Now that that is fixed. Ah, why does my chat bar keep messing up? There we go. Back to the office. It probably has something to do with the missing files, if I had to guess. It's funny. Looking at this room, it feels so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there should be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Hey, I was right. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Well, if it has something to do with White, it makes sense to start with T to Z. T-U, I know, W, White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? J to S. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of these. Let's skim. No harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. Biggest parts here, the end of S. Suicide? Here's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Oh shit, I did not think I was gonna find anything here. I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. Right? White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Let's check A through I. I'm disappointed. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye. That's Mia and May's mother. Should I take a look? Yeah. I've tarnished the Faye name. Leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. He knew Grossberg. Seems as though that is the only updated information to examine here. So now, I can head back to talk to Grossberg. Ow. Sorry, I was taking a moment to stretch. I don't think there's much to gain left at the Gatewater Hotel. You know, let me actually check the court record real quick. Okay, there you can't actually get any details on this previous case here. Lame. Let's go talk to Grossberg. Nothing new to speak to you. Carla's in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I feel a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Miss May. So we have to just throw information at him. Oh. I need to go to prison. You can't just do it through the court record. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. Blackmail him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? Red White of Blue Corp involved in blackmail. Bro really likes the colors. What a bizarre accusation, Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office, hello. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second. Mr. White. You're right. You're absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I've found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Miss Mia was on you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort from Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. Mr. White, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to the court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right now. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man. What? Mr. White, this is another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinion to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept, they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Of course it's Gumshoe. Ah, Butts, Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. My friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Center Visitor's Room. Visitor's Room. Bleh. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. The prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Maya. Wright. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we swapped places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... How we break out of here? Cheer me on in court. You can cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Yeah, like that. Alright, leave it to me. I'd better go get a uniform and some pumps. Some of these interactions are insane. Wait. What? Kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks, it's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyways. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case, with the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Oh. Save your progress. See! September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have... What? Does White have the judge in his pocket, too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All I can hope to do is to get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Phone is chiming. What is it? Nothing important. September 9th, 10 a.m., District Court, number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crimes. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Let it go. Forget it. I smell a trap. I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage. Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear. Do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me... yeah. I am CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. Can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Why are you here? Why are you not, like, in the stands with everyone else? Also, why are there stands in a courtroom? But, whatever. Witness's account. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying. That's reading to you. Some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. That's when I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. Called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. The way this motherfucker speaks, I hate it. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. So, keeping it simple, keeping it quick. It was about 9. I do believe that tracks. This does not give a time of death. Lame. How do you know, what time it was? Because I'm always abso-positively perfect. No. You're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyways, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. Fair enough. Don't see anything to gain by attacking him on this point any further. Okay, what were you doing at the time? Quietly perusifying or reading some papers by the window. By the window, you mean the one directly across from the Fanka law offices? Correct. That is the only window, you see. So, there you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who has business to do. Heard a bedlam coming from outside. Bedlam. It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to looked at the building across the way. So you were reading your papers until you heard the sound. But of course, I'm no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop. Yeah, right, you made a career out of snooping. That was when I saw him. Bleh. It was when I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? Needless to say, that man was none other than you. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. What is your eyesight? Counting both eyes? 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Whose side is the judge on anyway? We know the judge is on his side! What did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was surprised, of course. What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fay office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the questions, or the lawyer's bold inquiry. Inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I'm El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Victim ran to the left, and you gave chase. You sure about that? How many times must I say it? Absolutely perfect. End of story. How many times must I hear it? Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you? It's a little odd. Yes, I am well aware. I have been struck. I have been struck by smooth evidence. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. It was all over. Impaction. Do you just mean impact? Ridiculosity. I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I'd better find a weakness in there. I already have it. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but was caught in the stride. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran to the right. Oh, it is simple. You've misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about that one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run to the left. So, did he witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are correct. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Da-da-da-da! This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear as if she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Welcome to page 2, Edgeworth. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Scallion. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. Can't fix broken testimony. You ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. You hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Press, press, press! What do you mean by that? That is what I'm about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey, buddy, you're an American, too. You assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. You mean first? First, that is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. Prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. We've been warned. Why is he mad at me? Ah. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. What do you mean, next? Oh my god. Turned and made a desperate dash to the right. I love that some of these are just stupid things. But the game encourages you to protest every single opportunity. Chased her and delivered the final blow. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. If you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. So each of you saw different parts. Absolutely. That's right, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Moving along. You see, you hit her twice. So you were watching both times. I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. I think we've got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off of his face. You hit her twice. Except the autopsy report. Died from one blow by a blunt object. Mr. White! The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? That's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he is lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, Mr. White. Mr. White. Okay. The two accounts! Da, 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 da. Apologies, responding to a text from my wife. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard the other window. He just testified there was only one window! I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. The next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. And you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Well, see, I looked at the other window, and I heard that thing fall. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Oh, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Wasn't something about that strike you as odd? Yes, very. This is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then please change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand that was lying on the floor when I looked. Next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Miss Mia. Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No. Triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright? Bleh. I will not have you harrying the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. Now, before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. Don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned, ran for the door. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer. I mean, he gave chase. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Alright, thank you, Miles. Then you did her in with a single blow. Whap? That doesn't sound like a savage attack from your earlier testimony. Yes, well, I'm a man of peace, you see. He's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass light stand. What? Look at this. These are floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? For what? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the rough area you'd be able to see. About here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. The only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! Indeed. Mr. White. Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Ah, damn it, Edgeworth. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap. Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is CEO of Bluecourt. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you enter Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is where I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. The very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White is the murderer. I see. However, it is in fact Mr. White that has been in the office well before the murder took place. Had been in the office. Has been in the office. Had been in the office. Whoops. When he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this light stand. Glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. This is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct, that's right. I see very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do? Good luck, Phoenix. So I think our goal is to prove that the light stand wasn't there at that time. Because that's, like, been the big thing of this. It's like, when did everything happen? Order of events. Beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Correct. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Was it really you that went to the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. No Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, please tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. No, I wasn't trying to do that. Why did you tap Miss Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. When I saw the glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely of glass. It's quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. There's nothing here for me to press him on. Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. So what do we got? Defense attorney badge. Shows that I'm an attorney. Mia's autopsy report. Blunt. Object. Conversation. I don't think this brings up anything to do with a light stand. No. Remains of the light stand broken beyond all recognition. Doesn't seem like this would be of use. Thinker. Buckling forward statue. Gears have been removed. Wiretap. Receipt. A department store receipt with the letters written in blood on the back. Have we used this yet? I don't think so. May testimony. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right. She was struck and caught. Floor plans. Paying of offices. And done to place the wiretap. Afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. Time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Brother, you work at the office. You would know when the light stand appeared. Was it there before? Was it there when he testified? Was it there a week ago? Because, like, that's the only flaw I can see in this plan. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Fucking okay. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating? Ah, you're finally awake. Ah! Hey, Phoenix! Jack? That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're... Maya? And you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers. When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears it was enough to shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you. Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I am also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, so you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yeah? The one you wrote Maya on? Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me. So, what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. I think it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's right. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. I was kind of right. Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony? It was was at the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. Here you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated. The court record. September 9, 1:16 p.m. District Court, room number 1. Give the hiccups, I'm sorry. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. Cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. We had already pressed everything. I doubt anything changes. So we may simply present the receipt. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Blah, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fanco Law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Impossible. Yes. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you, but I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... God damn it, Edgeworth! Not so fast, Phoenix, right? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Wait, I forgot, it's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be one of those, I got an updated autopsy report. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone's going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecutor. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. God damn it. The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. There's no telling what'll happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Your Honor. May I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Give me just a moment. Apologies for that. My wife was calling. The witness will stay. Mia. Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Memo received. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. Bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. List of people's names in Mia's handwriting. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop. Desist. Halt. Please, stop. Make him stop. How? How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Fucking... Hey, yo, here's this list of names. Can we assume that he was blackmailing them? Probably. Have no reason to continue the trial, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That's quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Woo, yippee! That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. About $1 for every time I read that. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. Glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? That's like 3 minutes. My time here's running out. Exactly. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief. I'm not Chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say, 9 o'clock? The office? See you later. Chief. Mia. September 9th, 9:02 p.m. Fayenco Law Offices. This is eerily familiar. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya. What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were. Howdy, Spag. How's it going today? Might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, wouldn't you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Maya wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? Who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Going good? That's wonderful. You just missed the end of the first trial, where it went from Maya being convicted to us being convicted to the witness and actual murderer being convicted. It's great. That's how this game goes, though. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here. Ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Maya said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. This fucking face. I need to get this as an emote. Hold on, let me print screen this for later. Let me just, like, send this, here, because it'll be funny. I'm trying to get all my fucking pages back. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'll always be here, watching. Ghost cuck acquired. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers! Burgers. It's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, there's time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. The end. If I had a nickel for every trial we actually got paid for, I'd have like 2 nickels. Brand new episode has been added. Oh yeah, the Silver Samurai. Your progress? Yes. You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries out for blood. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, or it will be the last moon you ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grah. The warrior's sword gleams in strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moonlit knows. Don't miss next week's episode. The Dark Messenger returns. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. The Wright & Co. law offices. Mid-yawn. However, as wonderful as it would be to continue this, I think this is the best place to stop compared to last week where we did the prologue. The prologue was too short, so we did half of trial 1, or case 2, I guess, and then ended case 2 this episode. We should be able next time to do the entirety of case 3. That's what I hope to at least accomplish. So we'll be heading on over to the ending screen. I do apologize for that, but it is what it is. So, give me just a moment to see if there's anyone to raid on out to. Sadly, most of my friends that stream are streaming later in the day, so probably not, but we will see. No, it does not seem like it, sadly. Oh well, but that is no big deal. Thank everyone for coming in, hanging out, having fun. Thank you to the people that popped on in, even just to lurk for a little while, dropped a follow. Thank you, Francisca Von Karma, for that follow. Thank you to everyone who stopped in, hung out. Even if you just lurked for a little while, I really do appreciate it. You guys are why I do this. I do enjoy it. But without you guys, I feel it would have significantly less meaning. So thank you all for coming and hanging out, having fun. I appreciate each and every one of you, each and every day. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. And peace on out, everybody.